Now this is the Esta, one of the most pivot project within D15. 2 plus study at 1001 square feet. Freehold, large size developments within the Amber Road region, and I think nowadays, Now this is the Esta and this is the Amber Marine Parade Road. We are heading up to this freehold project which has a nice size density. If you're looking for a freehold, 2-bedder in nature, in D15, I think this might be one of the key choices for you. So follow PropertyLimBrothers on our home tour. Let's go. Alright, so this is the place, and today we are in the Esta, one of the key freehold, large-size developments within the Amber Road region. And as all of you know, if you're very familiar with the East Coast Belt, Marine Parade is sort of like the central zoning of the entire D15 zoning. And what happens is that if you have drove to Marine Parade before, you will bypass this very familiar circular road roundabout, and that is the Amber Road roundabout. And this is just right beside Marine Parade. And if you are coming for an address in East Coast, Amber Road is definitely something that everybody is very familiar with, because this is also the zone that you have a lot of large-size freehold projects right here, like Esta, One Amber, Sea View, and a couple of 99 years as well, which are large-size and very popular high-performance projects like the Shore Residences, Silversea, and Côte d'Azur. So later we're going to talk a little bit more about some of the comparatives in order to help you to decipher, especially if you're looking for a 2-bedder in a large-size project very close to the upcoming Marine Parade MRT station as well as Tanjong Katong MRT station. So for now, I want to bring you to the view first. For the Esta, you have 3 different facings. First facing is the internal facing that's facing towards the pool. Something that I think MCR Land has done very well for the Esta when it was TOP in the year 2008 is that all the facings of the 5 towers are all done in north-south fashion. This is towards the Mountbatten Road. If you head upwards towards the right-hand side, that will bring you towards the upper East Coast Road. And of course, that's also the place that you enjoy Katong Laksa and all the very good F&B, heritage food, Peranakan food as well. And then on the left-hand side, this will then bring us further down towards Mountbatten Road as well as Tanjong Katong Road. The other facing, which is the flip side of ours, is towards Amber Gardens, and that's towards the entrance zoning of the Esta. So for the Esta, there are 400 units right here. Out of these 5 towers comprise of 4 stacks each. That brings us to a total of 20 stacks. It's made out of a distribution of 2-bedder, 2 plus study, 3-bed, 3 plus study, as well as 4-bedder, and the penthouses right at the top. Right now, we're standing in a unit at level 5. There are only 2 stacks if you're looking for 2-bedders, and they are all 1001 square feet in nature. And for 2 plus study, there are 2 different sizes. One is the 1130 square feet without the balcony in the master room. One will be the 1173 square feet with the balcony in the master room. So to help you to understand a little bit about the 2 beds versus 2 plus study, if you need to have a study room, then go ahead and get the 1130 or 1173 square feet kind of 2 plus study layout. If you don't need a study room, then the 1001 square feet layout that we are standing in right now, I think will be one of the perfect choices for you. The key difference in terms of these 3 different layouts, 1001 square feet compared to the 1130 square feet 2 plus study, there's a difference of about $240,000 because there are about 129 square feet difference. If you opt for the largest version of the 2 plus study, there's about 330,000 quantum difference because there's a 172 square feet difference in terms of these 2 floor plans. There's something very distinct about this project is that the moment you drive into the project, you'll notice that the entire facility zone is elevated upwards towards the 2nd level. So the only thing that you'll see at the entrance road line zone will be the security guard house as well as the drop-off foyer. I think this is a very safe, family-friendly feature for this project. I think that also explains why I think a lot of expatriates families as well as local families, they love to live in the Esta. So let me bring you to the year 2008 because that was the onstart of all these large-size freehold projects in the Amber Road Marine Parade region. So in 2008, there were 2 projects that popped up. The first one was the Esta, followed by the Sea View, both TOP in 2008. Followed on by 2010, the project called One Amber, right beside the Esta, came out as well. And then in 2014, 2 projects which are 99s and 103 years in nature, Shore Residences as well as Silversea, pop up. And off track a little bit to 2004, Côte Piazza was the first project in 2004 to pop up right beside Parkway Parade. And right now in the year 2021, Amber 45 has just been completed as a freehold mid-size density project that is right beside the Shaw Residences, as well as two projects that will be completed in the next 2 years, namely Amber Park as well as Coastline Residences. So all these prices of all the surrounding vicinity projects are very important for you to understand a little bit more, so that if you are looking for a two-bedder, that will then help you to decipher what will be the quantum price as well as the per square foot pricing. The layout is simply fantastic because not only do you get 2 beds and 2 baths, you have this landscape living and dining kind of layout that gives you this very wide span window kind of view. You get a very good sized balcony, and if you notice, the length of the living room is about 5.4 meters, width of the living room is about 4.6 meters. You also have a dedicated zone for your dining space, as well as an enclosed kitchen, yard space, home shelter for your storage needs, and a full-size 2-bed, 2-bath right within the bedroom zonings. With the site plan analysis, I think that will help you a little bit more about deciphering whether to go for the 2-bed or 2 plus study kind of model. But I think overall, if you're looking for a quantum that is below $2 million for freehold, this is definitely the zone to go for in the Amber region. So let's have a look at the home. This layout is extremely easy to renovate because you have a lot of space that is built in for you. Now, balcony is not too, I would say, extravagant, so it's not too huge. It's just right about the kind of size that we want to go for. So you can fit in a nice outdoor coffee table and chair. You'll notice that because the Esta is done in a varying fashion in terms of the balcony kind of position. So for the 2-bedder stack, within stack 14 that we're standing right now, there are 2 varying kind of balcony choices. So some of the stacks at odd or even number levels, they will have the living room balcony. If you're on the even number story, you have your balcony right at your dining space. So that's just the facade of the entire building architecture structure. So you get this very high and very tall kind of opening from your balcony space that brings in a lot of natural brightness, but there's no afternoon sun right here. Over here, you have another set of windows at your dining space. So this will then allow a lot of airflow to cross-ventilate between the living and the dining area. So what our owners has done is that they have also utilized this space to have a sitting bench kind of feature. So this allows you to put in a nice 6-seater. That would then lead us towards the kitchen zoning. So this is an enclosed kitchen, 2 sets of windows towards the back for ventilation. You have your own nice size yard for your washer cum dryer. The storage area right at the home shelter is very decent in size at the back. So 2 rows of kitchen cabinetry on my right hand side with 2 sinks and then bottom carpentry work, and you have pull-outs right over here. Fridge space, decent. And I think nowadays it's very difficult to find a kitchen of this size. In order to have an enclosed kitchen, you do have to go for projects that are perhaps completed before 2015, because after 2015, most of the projects are going for a little bit more like an open concept kind of kitchen, or maybe a mini version of the enclosed kitchen version, especially since the TDSR has been implemented. There has been a shift in the types of floor plans that has been constructed. Thereby, you will notice a shift difference when projects were launched before 2013. Before 2013, most of the floor plans are larger size in nature, and after 2013, especially when land prices has been increasing gradually from 2013 until today, the floor plans has definitely shrunk in terms of the 2-bedder kind of floor plan. And nowadays, the most common floor plan area type will be towards the 600 odd square feet, 700 square feet kind of floor plan nature. So to get something that is about 1,000 square feet like this one, this is really rarely seen because it's very suitable if you're just a couple, single, or maybe you have 2 kids, perfect for your family. Let's come back to the living area, because if you notice, this is almost like a 2-bedder with an extra zoning here that you can use this as an additional study room as well. So you don't really actually have to go for the 2 plus study kind of layout. If you were to go for the 2 plus study layout, which is above $2 million, I would suggest that you use that study room to be a guest bedroom. But if you go for this 2-bed version, you can enclose this part with a nice glass out area, so you can use this as a study zone using the study panel. I think this is a wall line that you can draw up to about this area, so you can put in a nice desk that's overlooking towards the entire zoning in your living and dining space. So most importantly, when you have size and space and you have enough windows in your living and dining area, you can do whatever you want in terms of its design. Let's have a look at the TV console, carpentry work. So at the top, you have 5 panels for you to put in your storage needs. So all these are very good size storage. And at the bottom, this is almost like a floating kind of TV console bottom storage area. And if you notice, design is more like quite a neutral kind of tone. So of course, all these wallpapers, you can replace them or you can tear them out, repaint the entire place to your own design. Flooring wise, I would suggest that of course everybody now is going for the layover kind of vinyl version all the way into the bedrooms. Bedrooms will give you original parquet wood. You can revarnish them if you don't want to overlay them with vinyl. I think you have a lot of flexibility on what you're do in the living area. So let's come to the bedrooms. Bedroom sizes, fantastic. You can even fit in a full-size piano here. Study table, bay window with cushioned seats. And notice that the windows are all wide span from the left to the right side fully. And this is a single bed. We have 3 different options right here. One is to mount the bed on top of the bay window. Second is to design an entire study table on top of the bay window. Third is to design a half version of storage on top of the bay window as well. So several different key ideas that you can explore. You also have this full-size 2-door sliding panel wardrobe space. Common bath is right here along the walkway as well. So I'm going to bring you to the master room. Master room has 2 zonings. One will be this area with the king-size bed, and owners has already done up this wall line for the TV console to be mounted on. And if you notice bay windows at the side towards the windows, you can throw in cushions just like what our clients has done, and that will act as like a secondary zone for your reading needs. You still have a good amount of space here for a dresser, and definitely you would love to have this walk-in area zoning because it's a little bit like a walk-in wardrobe space. You can put out a sliding door if you want to enclose this area because you do have ventilation window within your walk-in wardrobe space. The key reason is because we are at a corner stack at stack number 14, so you have a side window right here. Notice what our clients has done is that on top of the bay window, they have actually designed this very nice additional wardrobe space for you to hang your clothes. Very nice feature that has been done. And here you have a 2 full-size wardrobe sliding panel door. You have an openable area right here with a lot more storage needs as well. So as you come to the ensuite zoning, nice size ensuite, standing shower, huge ventilation windows, perfect design. Bottom 3 panels for you to put in your toiletries at the bottom. So master room size is definitely perfect. So something very interesting is also that if you want to bring down the wall of this kitchen, you can do that. Perhaps open up the center portion or maybe just glass out this entire L wall. Alternatively, if you want to extend your kitchen outwards with like a mini island dry kitchen concept, you can do that along this entire zoning. So I think that you can start from here, bring it out to about this area, redesign your living room orientation a little bit, and then build in that breakfast table, extend out the kitchen so you have perhaps a dry and wet kitchen kind of concept, because your dining space essentially can be right here, and you can put your dining area right here along this zoning that I'm standing in. That can be a dry kitchen, living room is intact, so a lot of different options for you to play around in the Esta. Let's talk a little bit about the condo facilities as well as the upcoming MRT station. So as you head down, there's a side gate at the left-hand side. So from the side gate, if you want to walk towards the Tanjong Katong MRT station, which is the Thomson East Coast line, that will take you probably about a 6 to 8 minutes walk. You can also walk from the other direction, which is from the main entrance, walk along Amber Gardens, you bypass 1 Amber, that will bring you to Tanjong Katong MRT station as well. If you walk towards the flip side, towards the Marine Parade MRT station, because perhaps you want to shop a little bit at Parkway Parade and the Town Central region, then that will also be about 6 to 8 minutes walk. Marine Parade MRT station is something that will be very interesting because there's going to be an underground retail mall that will link from Marine Parade towards Marine Terrace. You're going to have extra nice underground retail shopping zoning right here within the East Belt. And Thomson East Coast line is definitely one of the best lines that will connect all the way from the East region towards Marina Bay Sands, towards CBD, towards Orchard Boulevard, and then that brings you towards Upper Thomson as well to the north part. So this is going to be the line, brings you towards town area very quickly. And if you do drive, everybody loves to drive from the start point of the D15 zone because there are so many entry points towards different expressways. The most commonly used will be ECP that links you towards the city area directly. You can head back from Mountbatten Road towards Sims Avenue, that will bring you towards PIE as well as CTE from there. And most importantly, you have KP that will bring you towards the northeast region. If you head from the other side, you can drive along Steel Road. That will then bring you towards a lot of different zonings within the East Belt as well. So East Coast is very well connected because not only that, a lot of people buy East Coast properties because they want that level of connectivity from the park connector. Bring your bike downstairs with your kids, right along towards the park connector. That will bring you towards the beach area, and then from there you can enjoy your entire weekend with family. So in terms of condo facilities at the Esta, you have 2 full-size tennis courts, enormous amount of barbecue pits, you have a 2 nice-size function room as well, a full-size gym, lap pool is fantastic. Last but not least, we definitely have to talk about the pricing right here. So let's bring out this 8 to 9 project within this entire map. If you look at some of the transacted prices, we usually look at large size comparing to large size. So if we look at projects with at least a 300 unit density within the projects, you have the Esta that we're standing in right now, 400 units. One Amber has a little bit more units. You have Sea View as well, that is Freehold. And then you have 2 other projects called the Shore Residences as well as Silver Sea. These are the pricings that in terms of the 2 latest asking prices, in terms of PSF and quantum price. And of course, if we look at some of the latest transacted prices within the last year, in terms of transacted PSF, you will see that there are 2 top tier PSF that is being done, which is namely the Sea View, that is Freehold, and Silver Sea, which is 99 years. In terms of the Esta, current asking prices is at about 1,009 plus per square foot. So I think in comparative, in terms of performance right here, this is a very nice benchmark still. And if you look at some of the 3 latest Freehold projects, which is Amber 45, that's already at 2,000 plus per square foot for Freehold, about 100 odd units, mid-size density. You also have Coastline Residences, it's going to be TOP next year, and that's also at about 2,000 plus per square foot. Amber Park will be the larger version, Freehold that will be completed within the next 2 years, also at about 2,000 plus per square foot. So there's going to be a new benchmark that will be set right here within the Amber zoning. What that means is also that when you buy Amber, you will note that because this is like a freehold kind of enclave, so most projects, they undergo years and years of Unblocked and then redevelopment. So every time when that happens, new pricing benchmarks are being set. Just for example, when the new owners of Amber Park and Coastline Residence, when they hit their TOP date, in the event if let's say they decide to sell upon TOP, or maybe they want to sell after living there for another 2 years, they are definitely going to ask for a higher asking price compared to the price that they bought from a developer. And that will then set also a new, brand new benchmark within this Amber area. So I think for the Esta, this is very suitable if you want to buy something that is immediate. You can own this place, live in after the completion phase, and you want to renovate to your own taste. This is definitely something that is very suitable for you. 1,009 plus per square foot, below a $2 million mark. Also below the $2,000 per square foot. So asking price is about $1.9 odd million. If you want to have a look at this place, give a call to our listing manager. The number is right here. And of course, our content is on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Do remember to subscribe to our PLB Insights channel, where we share some of our latest research articles from our research team. And once again, my name is Melvin Lim. Thank you for watching throughout this home tour with us. Hope you enjoyed this home tour, and always happy to show the place. Take care. And I think nowadays, okay, sorry. So let's have a look at the home. Owners renovated this with most importantly is because you have a wide span. Most importantly, so master room size. Okay, and okay. So from the side gate, okay.